This is the life story of KFC founder Colonel Sanders. We hope you enjoy. Colonel Harland David Sanders was born on September 9 in 1890. Sanders held a number of jobs in his early life, such as steam engine stoker, insurance salesman, and filling station operator. He began selling fried chicken from his roadside restaurant in North Corbin, Kentucky during the Great Depression. During that time, Sanders developed his secret recipe and his patented method of cooking chicken in a pressure fryer. After being recommissioned as a Kentucky colonel in 1950 by Governor Lawrence Weatherby, Sanders began to dress the part, growing a goatee and wearing a black frock coat, later switching to a white suit, a string tie, and referring to himself as Colonel. His associates went along with the title change jokingly at first and then in earnest, according to biographer Josh Ozersky. He never wore anything else in public during the last 20 years of his life, using a heavy wool suit in the winter and a light cotton suit in the summer. He bleached his mustache and goatee to match his white hair. John Y. Brown Jr. remembered Sanders as a brilliant man with a gourmet flair for food, a visionary and a great motivator with the style of a showman and the discipline of a Vince Lombardi. He was also an active Freemason operating at a high level in his area. Sanders recognized the potential of the restaurant franchising concept, and the first KFC franchise opened in South Salt Lake, Utah in 1952. When his original restaurant closed, he devoted himself full-time to franchising his fried chicken throughout the country. The company's rapid expansion across the United States and overseas became overwhelming for Sanders. In 1964, then 73 years old, he sold the company to a group of investors led by John Y. Brown Jr. and Jack C. Massey for $2 million, equivalent to $18.9 million in today's money. However, he retained control of operations in Canada, and he became a salaried brand ambassador for Kentucky Fried Chicken. In his later years, he became highly critical of the food served by KFC restaurants, as he believed they had cut costs and allowed quality to deteriorate. Sanders was diagnosed with acute leukemia in June 1980. He died at Louisville Jewish Hospital of pneumonia 6 months later on December 16 at the age of 90. Sanders had remained active until the month before his death, appearing in his white suit to crowds. His body lay in state in the rotunda of the Kentucky State Capitol in Frankfort after a funeral service at the Southern Baptist Theological Seminary Chapel, which was attended by more than 500 people. His body would also be displayed in an open casket during a memorial service that was held at KFC's headquarters in Louisville, with 1,000 to 1,200 people attending the service. Sanders was buried in his characteristic white suit and black Western string tie in Cave Hill Cemetery in Louisville. By the time of Sanders' death, there were an estimated 6,000 KFC outlets in 48 countries worldwide, with $2 billion in sales annually. Colonel Sanders remains the identity of the world-famous brand all these years on. We hope you have enjoyed this life story. You can subscribe to get notified every time we post a new life story. Bye for now.